Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity 2. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today here in the Gullet as we level up. And as we continue doing quests, because I think we're now gonna go back up to the palace and try to figure out if I can improve the situation of these poor, destitute people, the Roparu. And I am thinking explosives over here. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the explosives here for there. We have a little bit of intimidate right there on the survival side of things. Everything is kind of going okay. Let's get that, maybe streetwise? Yeah, I'd say streetwise, because he's the second one. Let's go with that. Okay. Now, he's gained one active skill point. No, that's the old one. A new power unlock. Yeah, he's just he's a single fighter, so yeah, he doesn't. It's pretty simple. Did he unlock this right now? Because he's level 9. Yes, he did. Okay, so we have Guardian Stance, which plus 3 enemies engaged, which is pretty good, and I might go with that. He's currently going. He has the Defender Stance or something somewhere, and I have 2, so that might be one of them. Then we have a Mob Stance, which does an AoE full attack. The fighter changes to a more aggressive stance, apt for handling groups of enemies, while in this stance, the fighter's kills with a melee weapon will trigger an instant full attack on a nearby enemy. Okay, so that's... He can kill Can he kill a full group at the same time with that? Because does it proc over and over again if he kills the nearby enemy? Because that'd be fantastic. What about this one? Conqueror Stance, plus 5 deflection and plus 5 accuracy. That's interesting. And bending, 25% damage taken converted into healing? What? The fighter draws strength from their own indomitable spirit, causing them to regenerate a portion of the health lost from each attack. I guess it's just damage reduction rather than... Yeah, that's fine. So we have Into the Fray, which pulls the enemies in. I don't think... No, I can have that. Okay, what is this one over here? I can also press escape instead of going over there. This is lower their guard foe target. Basically, it must be... Yeah. It's an update on this. It also does minus 10 armor rating. This one can pull the friendly target. I thought of that... I might want that. Mule Kick, primary attack, knock up. Oh yeah, I might want that, but not right now. Let's see what we have. Maximum, what? Maximum health, yes. 5 resistance, 5% of hits converted to crits. That's uncanny luck. And we have some extra deflection, which is always nice. Armor recovery penalty, armored grace, definitely want that, and I'll go with that because that makes him a lot more useful in combat just for killing. Although he's of course our tank. But we'll see. Now for Shodi. Shodi is going with Arcana, maybe. She has Alchemy up there, level 10, so that's kind of okay. Arcana, not so much. Let's just go up on that. Then down here we have Diplomacy, which that's pretty good. Let's go with that. And then she has unlocked one new power, Priest, which means this is a new. Okay, so she got that as well. The Wicked Briars, that does AoE piercing, per 3 seconds. Oh, it's damage over time. Nice. And Hobbled, if successful. Well, I suppose if the hit is successful, I think, then does another check. There's basically 2 checks, one against deflection and one against fortitude. It's kind of cool, it's good. Revive the Fallen is definitely going to be important, although it is dangerous, but it's definitely going to be important. Bearing Death's Door, unfortunately, is only 8 seconds, but that's what we're going to go with. And Friendly, that's nice stuff. Ranged with spells, healing done. Now that is pretty good. No, is that on self? Increases the effectiveness of any healing you cause. No, it's not on self. So I'm gonna go with that. And that's that for her. And we have another level up. So, stealth. Takeo has 8 or has 4? I don't know. Let's find out.
Speak your mind.
Oh, not R. I need this. Okay, so you currently... Oh, shut up. He currently has 8 mechanics. That's interesting. So they both have 8. So that's a waste, I think. I'm not gonna level her up. I'm gonna go up on her stealth, because she's the only one, or she's the best one. We got a little bit of streetwise over here, and we got a little bit of survival, but that's not for her. A little bit of bluff. I can go and help. Yeah, let's go with that. I don't think we've ever used those, but sure. Now she has unlocked. Did she unlock? She has not unlocked anything. She gains 1 new ability for Ranger or Rogue. Okay, so it's not as great as the other ones that get 2 abilities. Unless I'm really mistaken. I am not really mistaken. Now, what am I gonna go with her? I want her to do more damage. Just be more capable. Let's see, we have the full attack, the crippling strike that sets hobbled. And then we have, it's the gouging. Yeah, I got the gouging strike. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna go with. Then on these, what is that? Finishing blow, full attack. The rogue looks to finish off an injured opponent with a precise deadly strike that increases in damage the more health the target is missing. Plus 50% damage plus 50% damage by percentage of target's health lost. Now, that is impossibly powerful. It doesn't tell you what kind of percentage we're talking about here, unfortunately. I wonder if it is... Nah, okay, so it's not percentage point. It's like, imagine the target has lost 70%. That'd be, I suppose, that would be 50% of that 70%, which would be 35%. So that's still pretty good. It's got a base one. I want to go with that, most likely. Especially because these are probably going to be, yeah. These are going to be very important later on. We have this one already. Then over here, we have some Fortitude, some Reflex. Riposte. The rogue looks for openings to counterattack in combat. Incoming melee attacks that target deflection and miss have a chance of allowing an instant full attack riposte. Have a chance though, so that's weird the way it's phrased. What chance? Doesn't say. I assume it's actually always there. We should probably look at these as well. We have Revive Companion, which is nice, and Evasive Roll, which can be nice. She has the Hobbling Shot right there. I am not going up on those. And Predator's Sense heightens the Predator's instinct of the Ranger Animal's Companion, giving them the damage bonus on any creature suffering a damage over time effect. That's nice, but the only damage over time I have is this one, and it doesn't last for very long, so it's sort of... It's nice. It's nice, I suppose. Let's go with what we have. We have Finishing Blow, and Maya is done. So there we go. That's our level up. Excuse me. My voice is breaking apparently. And apparently you have a couple of ailing Ruparu. Or one is feverish. Still my chest hurts, but now I can breathe. Because we gave them last episode, we gave them the cure. Many thanks to you and praises to Aeldys. And we have Pitley in here, who's the lady that's taking care of them.
Need something?
I was told you may be able to help with, yes, many things actually. What interest do the children of the Dawnstars have in the Gullet?
About the only honest one. The Ruparu here are treated like garbage. Even made to eat garbage from that scrap heap opposite the lift. Not that I need to tell you.
No, I've seen that.
And Dario and his Principe scum took advantage of the neglect down here to set up the black market on Delver's Road.
Well, I suppose he did. I'm not really sure if he's taking advantage of these people, to be honest, but, Dario?
He runs most of the criminal mischief that goes on here.
That actually, now that now that I think about this, it makes total sense that we failed that quest when we killed, I suppose we killed Dario. We failed the quest that we have with, whatever, Monera, or whatever her name is, the Pirate Queen. That we need to go back to Dead Lamp or whatever, back to. So it makes sense that they're connected. Yes, we learned of this before as well. I just didn't connect the 2 dots.
Some say he's an old Valian traditionalist. Some say he's a thug with good taste. Either way, I steer clear of him.
She shivers. Whether out of fear or illness, you couldn't say.
All the while, the Gullet gets more crowded as tribes from the other islands come to Nekataka. Some are driven from their homes by pirates, raiders, even trading company thugs. Others hear stories of the foreign wealth pouring into the city. What they don't realize is most of it flows between the foreigners and the palace.
She makes a circular motion with her finger. I don't understand what this line is. Then maybe Delver's Row spreads some of the wealth down here? That's not what's happening. What am I trying to say with that? Let's go with that. I'm curious.
That's what Dario and his people say. They recruit Raparu to sneak things from the docks, report on meetings between traders. I can't blame the Raparu. Not when the alternative is eating from a trash pile. But I don't trust these Principi any more than I do the trading companies. And whenever the city authorities finally crack down, the Raparu will be caught in the middle.
So the Dawn Stars are helping out?
As best we can. Most of us came from Raed-Saris after the Vorlis Plot and the Saints War. Or we were born to families that did. We remember what it's like to scrape by.
Her eyes strayed to the stained and spotted floor for a long moment. I see.
Some days, I think maybe this is why Aeldys brought us to Deadfire. So we can do some good. Other days, I'm too damn tired.
I was told you may be able to help with the food shortage in the Gullet. Oh, sorry, the Gullet. And actually, after that line right there, I don't think she can.
We tried, but the one way is prize share, meaning anything we'd give these people has to go through the palace.
Akera, it is for the Ranga and the Mataru to feed the tribe.
Which they don't do.
Best I can tell, our food went to the Queen's table, assuming it didn't rot in the storehouse first.
If the Queen sanctioned more shares for the Raparu, would the Dawn Stars donate crops again? Her thin lips worry together, but she nods.
That's a question for Sawin. I'd ask her myself, but I should stick close, in case any more sick Raparu show up. She's High Priestess at the Temple of Gone. Tell her Pitty sent you. She'll listen. Probably.
Farewell. Well, I know where to go then. I also know... Ooh, that's not stealing. Fantastic. I'll take that. Thank you very much. And I will get out of here, because we need to go to a completely different area now. We need to go to the, I think it's the one next over, to be honest. It's the one with the temple area. I don't remember the name. So here we are. Oh, no we don't. Who's that?
You've caught the eye of someone important.
Penumbra. She calls me by name. I thought that was going to be an enemy. Or, I don't know, she seems pretty dangerous, but it's just a cloaked messenger. A cloaked figure slides up to you, hiding behind a raspy whisper and a long, drooping hood.
If you're interested in making good pay, once you reach the alleys, go right and right again, as soon as you can. Then, follow the bend to the left.
I'm sorry, I pressed spacebar. Apparently spacebar is like 1, which is, I think, a holdover from the first game, because the first game had a different button. If you're interested in making good pay, she says, and a good friend, head to the Narrows at the western edge of the Gullet, or the Gullet. No, she said Gullet. Anyway, the right and right again, and as soon as you can, then follow the bend to the left.
The bullies guarding the door have a weakness for chewing svef. You can follow their trail. Tell them Dario sent for you. And remember your manners.
Oh. I will remember my manners, and I will actually do that right now, because we're very close and there's no reason to do it any other way.
You hear? The Dawn Stars granted Peetly the power to heal the plagued folk. I always knew she was a blessing on us. Never doubted her.
Surely. So you got the pustule drained?
Well, not yet.
Huh. The Dawn Stars. It was me, but that's fine. I don't need credit. I need money. I don't. Sort of, maybe. Let's go into the Narrows, and of course this is this. I don't think we ever entered from here. We can go directly to Delver's Row, which is interesting. Let's explore the Narrows. You enter a dim alleyway that reeks of urine and torch smoke. A long passage stretches to your left and right. Shadows move in the guttering torchlight, but they're nothing more than shapes at this distance. The chatter and bustle of the Gullet continues behind you. Okay, so we're going right first. You trudge along the darkened passage and reach an intersection. The tunnel branches off to the right. You hear the distant murmur of voices down the darkened path, Let's see, no one. Okay, what about the right again? The tunnel branches to the left. The floor around the entrance is spattered with something as thick and dark as tar. It looks like svef, which is great, because it's drugs. Can I pick it up? I can't, unfortunately. Because I would give them to them or something. Let's turn left here. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Maybe not now, but I will kill you. A handful of guards emerge and block your way, crossing their thick arms over their chests. One of them spits a viscous black glob at your feet. He rolls a dark plug between his teeth. Better head back, friend. That's invitation only past here. Oh, they're friendly. Okay. Yeah, but Darrow sent a messenger for me. The guards nod and let you pass, chomping loudly on mouthfuls of svef. That's totally... That is so... You don't... Oh my god, who did this? Who did this? I want their name. I want their name so I can say it on camera and shame them. At the end of the passage, it is a stately door, crafted of polished mahogany. Mahogany. I never pronounced that properly. Anyway, through the small slit in the door, you catch flashes of fire-cast shadows and bright textiles. The scent of sandalwood and cinnamon oil come to you on a warm draft. Whatever's beyond the door is likely far more elegant than anything else you've seen near the Gullet. I'm gonna enter the hideout. It's a new area. I'm pretty sure it's a new area. It might not be. No, we've been to... Yeah, it's a new area. It's gotta be a new area. Definitely a new area. And we have a thug, but they don't say anything. It's... Yeah, don't keep the boss waiting. Don't worry, man. We got cutthroats. I got a lot of things to steal. And I got the boss. It's not that nice of a place, to be honest. I mean, depends on how much you abstract from the wall gameplay reason, or for the wall gameplay shaping of levels. Because look at this, most of it is just stone on the floor, and just, like, it's not nice. But it's nice over here, sort of, maybe, a little bit. I like it. I like that there's windows. Also,
Viewers, not a problem, Captain.
I don't know what she was saying before. You were saying?
Still as a pond.
Maybe? Was that what she was gonna say? Let's bring her around. Okay, so that guy doesn't see her there. Good. I'm not gonna be able to get there. I'm not gonna be able to get anywhere, to be honest, but I might try, because in there is... Yeah, impossible. Let's see what happens. Ooh, that's very fast. That's very fast.
Look, certainly.
Ooh. Yeah, it's not possible. Whew, so not possible. Okay, well, let's have a chat with the rail. The rail, the lean. A thin, long-limbed man holds a handkerchief in one hand and a threaded needle in the other. As you approach, he sets his handiwork aside, and you see an elaborate gold work pattern embroidered around the edge, the same pattern that adorns his brilliant tunic. You also notice a small bulk beneath the thin fabric of his trouser legs that runs from hip to ankle. I'm gonna assume that's a pistol.
You make your appearance at last. I had wondered when we might meet, but I must say, I did not expect it to be with a trail of enemies behind you. You must forgive the cryptic introduction, but I prefer to remain among the comforts of home.
He leans forward with a squeak of leather and a rattle of metal. You see something protruding above his boots, the bottom of a leg brace. Oh, okay, so it's not a pistol.
Funny to see a pirate with an office instead of a ship. Sorry if I sank yours.
There is no need for discourtesy. I am a businessman.
He smiles at Maya before turning back to you.
Though these are modest luxuries compared to those at the estate of your friends in Queensberth. But had I only known there was a watcher in my midst, I would have extended the invitation sooner.
Well, thank you for your courtesy all the same.
A pleasure.
He dips his head.
I am thinking we could be grand friends, you and I. You cannot have too many friends in Nekataka.
He bares his perfect teeth, perfect even teeth, in a smile.
Kara, but I am worth 5 friends at least.
And I need only a favor. An insignificant thing for a watcher like you. There is an artifact called the Cornet of Waves, which is currently in the possession of a Juana named Takano. I would like you to liberate it for me.
He flutters his slender hands in a way that resembles a bird taking flight. Most people of your standing like to handle their acquisitions themselves.
Alas, none of my people are watchers, and you will see things they cannot. Takano is a man of many vanities, as your special gifts will no doubt reveal. His villa is on the eastern edge of Serpent's Crown, just downwind of the palace. The opportunist I first hired was too bold and found herself ejected from the district. With your genteel manners and unique talents, I am hoping you can avoid such complications and persuade Takano. After all, it would be best to avoid drawing the ire of our Mataru hosts. When you have the cornet, bring it to me. I will pay you well for it, and you will find my favor useful in this part of the city.
I might have the cornet already. I remember talking about it, or maybe somebody asked us for it already. What is the Cornet of Waves? Yeah, that's right. It opened a temple. We haven't cleared out the temple. We still need to go there, and probably are at the position where you can do that, but we'll see.
It is an old Juana artifact, a musical instrument of sorts.
One hand plays with the elaborate decoration of his sleeve.
Ages ago, it was part of a pair, but its companion, the Cornet of Depths, was lost when the old city sank. Both are said to carry the voice of Andra herself.
Look no further, silly man. I speak with Ngati's tongue.
And are you willing to sit upon my shelf for my entertainment?
His eyes crawl over to Keo and he smirks. Then he returns his attention to you.
I do not believe in these superstitions, of course.
He frowns, yet you see the tension in the way he pinches the fabric of his sleeve. He wants this artifact badly. What do you want with it?
I have told you all you need to know of the cornet. Now, I suggest you focus your sharp mind on retrieving it.
Do you want to know about the cornet or the hidden temple of Ondra that it opened? His brace rattles as he starts forward, mouth agape.
Gallarde! You watchers truly are workers of miracles.
He claps in a figure waiting by the door, scurries into the Narrows. Well, this concludes our business then. He clears his throat and produces a blunderbuss. After a brief pause, he whirls around and holds it out to you.
Never let it be said that Dario does not pay a fair price.
He gave me a kitchen stove. It's the thing. Indeed. Oh, the party assist works. Fantastic. Indeed, I would hate for anyone to say that. He gives a respectful, if strained smile and nods to one of his attendants, who produces a bag of coin. So that was... I didn't get that, actually. That is a sort of an enticement to give me more. Maya smirks and folds her arms. Why? What is that? Resourcefulness, yeah.
Now, allow us to put the question of money to rest. It is an unseemly topic to linger on.
Unseemly for you. Let's discuss something else then.
What do you require?
So about the Cornet of Waves.
A most agreeable topic. Or so I hope.
Apparently not, because I can't
What do you require?
ask anything else. I need to speak with Mad Morena.
You can find her in the Undercroft, though I should warn you not to expect as much civility.
Was she there?
Morena is like the rest of Aeldys' new bloods. Coin-hungry and temperamental, with little patience for courtesy.
Speaking of courtesy, what happened to your legs?
A storm, a rash decision, and an accident at sea. One that took my sailing days, but not my skill with a needle.
He smiles cryptically.
Life in the Deadfire is unpredictable. Sometimes it takes you in its jaws only to spit you out onto some new shore.
The Principe seems divided. Which side are you on?
Why must we speak of sides? Like squabbling merchants from the republics.
He makes a face as if he's smelled something awful.
Once, there were no sides. Only Principi, a people united by common interest and culture.
I wonder if that's true or if it's just a conscious writing of his character. Historically, you'll see this sort of attitude towards the past, like when there's civil war and stuff like that. About there being no sides in the past. Well, there's always strife. Just the sides that we see today didn't exist before, because the sides that existed before ended up, I don't know how to put it. Basically, imagine there's a civil war, right? And side A and side B fight each other, then only side B remains. Then side A is going to be forgotten, or people are not going to care about that. And in the future, it's like, oh, in the past it was only side B, because the side B are not going to talk about the side A, right? Of course, you know, that's why historians are important, and why study of history is important. But that doesn't change the perception of people. That doesn't mean, like, were there no sides for the Principi? I'm wondering.
But as our fame has grown, so have our numbers. Many of these new bloods have no sense of restraint and little regard for our heritage.
His long fingers stray to his shining swollenet.
But we need them still. The new bloods are Principi too now. And many are inventive in ways the old guard is not.
Inventive or not, their ships will end up in Andra's clutches.
For such a serious people, you Rauataians have most colorful imaginations.
They do, don't they? Anyway, farewell.
A moment, I almost forgot.
He takes the needlework from the table and unfurls it. It's larger than it initially looked.
Percomplanca. Take it and indulge my vanity.
He hands you a lovingly crafted flag. The Principi colors. I think I had them already, but thank you.
It is not as grand as the sails I once made, but my fingers are ever restless.
Well, just be careful about, what's the word? Carpal tunnel, and you'll be okay. Hopefully you'll be okay. Anyway, we're out of time for the day, so let's go back to the Gullet. We could explore the Narrows, but we can go back to the Gullet and say goodbye. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Pillars of Eternity 2. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment.
Long for the simple life, soldier?
Nah, where I'm from, sometimes the simple life comes knocking on your door with nooses and pitchforks.
Leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.